It's Christmas week, and it's a very dangerous time for the awakened souls who are on the healing journey, especially if the trauma that triggered your awakening was tied to narcissistic abuse of any kind, of any relationship type. This is a period of the year that is usually marked by joy, peace, laughter, togetherness, love. And for those of you who are believers, a time to reflect on the sacrifice that the Most High God made for humanity. If you are with or were with a narcissistic spouse or other family member, and you are no longer in contact, it's a good time to really remember the truth, because sometimes rumination comes in and loneliness seeps in. There are thoughts of the past, what things were like. But the reality is, anything good that you remember about the Christmas season when the narcissist was a steady part of your life was really emitting from you and the other healthy individuals in your circle. It certainly was not in any way from the narcissist, because we all know that every occasion and celebration is an opportunity for the narcissist to show their ass. There's always some ridiculous drama, situation, and abuse that the creature brings around whenever it's a period of joy and peace. Remember, the being operates in the direct opposite. And what you're actually missing are the elements that make this season great, in spite of the narcissist. Hopefully, you have been attending, holiday events or parties or anything that brings you joy. And for those of you in the isolation phase, just having calmness around you and quiet, regardless of your situation, is a Christmas blessing in and of itself. Always remember, if you happen to catch wind of the new supply, or if your mind plays tricks on you and you go down the path of, is that being spending time this time of year with others where they're having a good experience and life is good and things are shiny. For those of you who ever peek on social media, which you should never do, I have no idea why anyone even does that, why they would even think of doing such a thing. It's absolutely crazy to do it, because you're just re-abusing yourself, and it's completely nonsensical. If you cut someone out of your life and you go no contact, they are history. It doesn't matter what they're doing. It's fake. If you happen to see anything that looks shiny, smiles, it's pretend. Remember that the creature is a demon. Everything that it portrays is fake, And so when it's acting like it's joyful, it's pretend. If the new supply appears to be happy, it's because it's either that they are in love bombing phase or it's a respite period. Okay? And none of it is authentic. So you don't have to even compare. Don't even look. Don't even think about it. Occupy yourself with something else. Okay? No, the narcissist did not change. Regular, healthy people are capable of evolution because they're capable of introspection. They have empathy. They are, an authentic individual by the reconciliation and restitution that they put forth to people that they hurt, right? So someone who is, extending not only an olive branch, but looking to make things right without expectation of the person even forgiving them, that is the mark of someone who is genuine, right? Someone who is truly caring about the other. Has your narcissist done that with you or anyone else that you know from their past? They're not capable of doing anything that's tied to empathy because they do not care. They do not think. They're all about themselves and forward movement, right? So a regular person does think about others, recognizes the negative impact that they cause on others, puts themselves in another person's shoes, and takes ownership and accountability for the ill behaviors and actions they put on others. Thus, they're able to apologize without strings and try to make it right. And subsequently, they grow, right? And they get better. They do better the next time around. They make better choices and better decisions. The narcissist, on the other hand, on the flip side, does not do that and cannot change. So even if they are acting more evolved or differently or using words that they probably got from you because they've done a lot of character assimilation, right? They've done a lot of copying your style, your way of thinking, your music taste, like all of your great qualities, right? That's part of what the narcissist does. They do this from victim to victim to victim, right? They go and they pick up character traits and then use those character traits as part of the mask to net a new supply or regurgitate old supply and show the old supply how they've changed. They haven't changed. They cannot change. They do not change. They will not change. Okay? There is nothing for you to remember about the past. Your current life is the best that it's ever been when you are absent of a narcissist, no matter what the circumstances are. Okay? So rest in that. You embrace the holiday season. Enjoy the holiday week. Choose to spend time with those who see you, who you see, that are real. And if there is no one that you can put your hands on at this minute, it's okay. You put your hands on yourself, okay? And you keep healing. You keep doing the inner work. You do the little things that bring you joy throughout this week because you're still not alone. You may feel like that physically, but the Most High God is with you. Enjoy the Christmas week. Embrace the holiday season. And if you are free from narcissistic psychopaths, just thank God that He took you out of that scenario. Have a blessed week. Merry Christmas. Do your shadow work.